It is 7:35 p.m. at night. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. This is actually fan mail number 55, but we're starting off differently. I'm going to start off with a story about my afternoon. Really, it's the story of the state of affairs here in the town I live in. South of me, several miles down the road near Port Sulphur, they're building this huge LNG, liquefied gas plant, right? It's huge. It's going to take a couple years or more to finish. It employs several thousand, and they're hiring even more people, several thousand people, and looking to hire a couple thousand, 3,000 more. So if you just sit quietly and make no noise, all you can hear is the traffic, because I'm quite close to the main highway coming through here. It's 2 lanes going south, 2 lanes going north, Highway 23, right? It's not always non-stop traffic. It does slow down at certain times, and on certain days it's quiet, but for the most part at 1:30 a.m. in the morning it's busy. And if you go outside, you get this sensation, this feeling that you need to start getting up and doing stuff, because it makes you think, like the sun is about to rise. Because you know how normally, probably where you live and what it used to be like here, right at pre-dawn or right before pre-dawn, you can really hear the traffic roaring in the distance or up close, because people are getting up and going to work. That first wave of traffic is coming through. Well, that first wave of traffic comes through here at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. There's continuous traffic all night, all day, but that thick stuff starts at 1:30 a.m. and it'll go for a while and it'll lull out a little bit and then pick back up right before pre-dawn. However, that's not really what this story is about. The story is not about the wee hours of the morning when the traffic's roaring through and you're trying to sleep and all you can hear are big trucks and cars and people coming and going. That's not what it's about. It's about that afternoon rush hour of people trying to get home from down there. It's a traffic jam. It's backed up forever, right? Coming out of the south, going north. This afternoon, I went out. I didn't have much time because I was busy all day. You might notice something different here. I did a bunch of stuff today, a little bit of manscaping. I had to do some landscaping. I had to trim a bush. I may have hacked it a little bit, chopped it a little bit, but I got tired of these chops here hanging off, catching my, they're getting stuck, and different things like that, flapping out. Needed to trim them up a little bit, and we got kind of a point here. It's a little dogged, a little hacked, but it works. Don't look that bad when I look in the mirror. But yeah, you're right. So I had a lot to do today. Then I was out to make a video for y'all. So not going to tell you about the video because that'll come out tomorrow, because I want this to come out right now so people know what's up. In case you live here and you want to know, you should know, right? You should know what I'm talking about. You might not know though, and that's why I'm making this video, so you do know. I'm coming back from shooting that video. I'm riding my e-bike down the levee, and as I come off the levee, right there, it's just a gravel road, flashing lights. Okay, so I slow down, I stop. Deputy, right? Opens the door, gets out. And he walks over, and I said, how you doing? What, is there a problem? And he said, oh, you're not supposed to be riding motor vehicles. And he goes off on a list of, motor vehicles on the levee. And I said, well, this is an e-bike. Oh, you can't even... And I was like, e-bikes are classified in the state of Louisiana as bicycles. They are. They're not classified as motor vehicles. So, and then he goes on, so you're not even supposed to ride bicycles or walk up on the levee. The top of the levee, not in its entirety, but from Baton Rouge down to Plaquemines Parish, much of it is designated as a bicycling and walking path where it's paved. And I was just coming off of a paved portion of it. It is designated by state law as a bicycling, right? Remember, my e-bike is classified as a bicycle and walking path. So by state law, e-bikes are fine up there, right? And then he suggests that maybe in the future I should just walk the bike. And I was like, well, you just told me I'm not allowed to even walk up there. But whatever. So he goes on, and I got him Morris dancing out there. I felt like I got my comeuppance on him a little bit because I kept talking to him, even though there was a thick cloud of mosquitoes around him. And he was doing this, slapping at him. And he finally admits to me why they're there, because he wasn't the only officer. There was another officer stopping people as they're coming up to get on the levee, and he's there to stop people as they're coming off the levee. And as soon as he mentioned it, I knew what he was talking about. What did he mention? What I mentioned in the beginning of this story. There's a LNG plant being built down the road. It's employing thousands and thousands of workers. Most of these workers are from out of town. A big lion's share of those workers are from out of state. There's a big traffic jam every day in the afternoon. People trying to get back through Belle Chasse going north. I've noticed this myself. A lot of these out-of-towners, out-of-staters, these drivers are jumping on the levee further south in Belle Chasse to use it as a shortcut to get ahead of the traffic. I've noticed this. I've not filmed it, and you've not seen it in any of the recent videos, but like when I was down at the Sketchy Dock the last few times, I kept looking back like, there's a lot of traffic coming down this levee. And not just people like locals. Locals, when they do drive their vehicles on the levee, they're creeping, going slow, right? Lots of people use this levee here to walk, to jog, walk the dogs, ride their bicycles, and the other things they ride there. But we won't go into that. You know what I'm talking about. This may be looking like a growing town, but it's still got a country feel to it. So there's still people cruising and creeping in side by sides and things like that, going out there to watch the sunset, or heading out in their four-wheeler or side by side with their fishing rods to go hit a river spot. It's just what locals do, right? So I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with these out-of-towners, out-of-staters flying down the levee at like 30, 40, or 50 miles an hour just to get ahead of traffic, when locals are walking dogs out on the levee with their kids, or riding their bicycle, or me on my e-bike going to a fishing spot. So you might be thinking, well, they're ruining it for you. They make it dangerous if they do that. We don't want people driving down the levee at high speeds. However, how can you be ruining it for me when by state law my e-bike is classified as a bicycle, where by state law that's designated as a bicycling, cycling and walking path? So he made it sound like I run the risk in the future of getting a ticket for riding my bike there, when I'm legal to ride my bike there. However, I think in this instance he just was not aware of laws around the bicycle. He wasn't there to stop me. He just stopped me. He wasn't there to stop locals. He was just stopping locals. Why was he there? Because of this great influx of thousands of people each day driving back and forth through this small town kind of area, right? Because Belle Chasse is pretty much a small town area that is growing. So we're feeling growing pains. I don't think the locals should feel the brunt of that, just because you want to stop people from driving down the levee like it's a shortcut. Doesn't mean you should stop people from using the levee. This isn't Japan. Like back in the day, there were trash cans everywhere in Tokyo, and then End of the World cult decides to up the ante and do a terrorist attack on the trains. And after that, because this cult put bombs and things in trash cans, they decided to just remove all of the trash cans. So what happens? You get something to drink from the machine, or some soup or something from the machine or the store, and you eat it right there, and you look around, and where do you put the trash? So what happens is people are not so much throwing it on the ground. That would happen in some places, and that does happen there, but people carry that trash around with them till they get home. And why is this happening? Because it just made more sense just to remove all the trash cans. So now you can't put bombs in them, right? It really doesn't make any sense, does it? So this is what I wanted to let you know about. Hopefully I'm not going to have to go to court in the future to have a ticket thrown out that is not justified, because I will say it again, in the state of Louisiana, e-bikes are classified as bicycles, not motor vehicles. I've had this problem with people, not cops, but people before in the past saying, you can't ride that here because there's a motor on it. And I tell them, this happens to other people too, by the way. I tell them the same thing I'm telling you. In the state of Louisiana, e-bikes are classified as bicycles, not motor vehicles. So these signs that say no motor vehicles allowed do not apply to bicycles, and e-bikes are bicycles. And the levee is a bicycle and walking path. However, I know a lot of people around here who like to do other things up there. And maybe you should look out, because they are trying to stop the out-of-towners and the out-of-staters from using it as a shortcut. But they will harass you, possibly, for riding your little motorbike around the area, or cruising down to a catfish spot in your side-by-side, as you did in the past. Something to look out for. And yeah, it's growing pains. There's a lot more traffic. There's a lot of people coming through here. There's people sleeping in their cars here and there. Not so much yet, but there's a lot of that. There's more than it used to be. It's not like van lifers, hippy dippy people with YouTube channels traveling around the country in a little tiny van making videos. They're people going to work or whatever, or down and outers. Because there's a difference between a van lifer and a down and outer that's living in a car. It might be a crackhead or something, but yeah, growing pains. Now we can't comfortably go and do the things we used to be able to do because of an LNG plant being built down the road. And hopefully I don't get tickets for something that is legal for me to do, because it kind of feels like a possibility of my livelihood being threatened if all of a sudden you tell me, because of someone with Texas plates or Missouri plates, because I've seen all plates, I've seen people with Illinois plates, because of their desire to jump ahead and not be in a traffic jam, all of a sudden I can't go produce catfish videos with my bicycle because an e-bike is a bicycle. We're at like almost 15 minutes bitching about this, but yeah, that's what happened to me today. I think it's probably going to be one of those things where they're set up trying to stop this around traffic jam time of the day, maybe in the morning, but definitely in the afternoon. So something to look out for, guys. I'm jumping in here real quick to clarify something. I did not get a ticket. It was just a warning. And like I said, he made it seem like I run the risk of citations in the future. So I did not get a ticket this time. And I hope I don't get one next time. Back to the video. But this is a fan mail video, and it's not supposed to be depressing and sad. No way, not at all. Yeah, you're right. We just have this one thing here. Who could it be from? Well, if you guessed, Plush Bat Fan, Big Dream, blah, 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 I messed it up. Dream Big Productions, Plush Bat Fan. I knew I'd get it right eventually. Yeah, you're right. So it's not the end of the world, let me tell you. But I think it was one of those situations where he just did not know necessarily everything about e-bikes, right? Didn't really know. Like I said, it's just there to stop people from like trying to get ahead. Oh, the traffic jam. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Is this for me? Or is it for someone else? No. This might be irresistible for someone else. If it makes noise, maybe it's for me, but look at that. Oh my goodness. I believe this is a red Panda. I'm squeezing it. Ah, no, it's not making any noise. Oh, I hope it's okay, but I think I'm gonna have to give this to a red bone. Even though it's a red Panda, but look at this. It's got the raccoon tail. Yeah, this is totally a red Panda. I was actually watching a few videos. I think red pandas are adorable. Absolutely cute, right? Here we go. Here's a very special red Panda plush for your toy collection. Have a nice fall season. October 28th, 2023. Yeah, this is actually November. Yeah, you're right. It's not all bad. It's not all PP in the cornflakes. Oh. Well, she's playing with raccoons and fish right now. We got dog toys shaped like fish that Vincent gave us. Maybe we'll wait a minute. Oh, I thought there was a button at his butt, but there's no button at the butt. A button you push and it makes a noise. Maybe we'll display this somewhere because it's adorable, but it might get shredded. It might just get shredded, guys. Yeah, you're right. So I got a fishing video coming tomorrow, and I need to get off here so I can get some work done and get to bed early, because I've been trying to flip my schedule, and we're just about there. I get up and do the early mornings so we don't get caught up in traffic stings in the afternoon. All right, me and the red Panda are going to say thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, being a member. Remember, we got perks. If you want to become a member of the channel, that is really cool. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a member. Well, our perks are early access to the videos. Yeah, you're right. If you don't want to be a member to the channel, me and the red Panda say, that's just okay. That's cool. What you could do to support the channel is just liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you next time. Yeah, you're right.